Hi everyone, today I'm going to talk about ellipses, which belongs to the section of conics. So ellipsis is basically a flat circle where the set of all points such that the sum of the distance from two fixed points are called foci. But in this video we're not going to talk about foci. So ellipse is just basically a flat circle which can be center and not center. So there's always going to be a minor axis, in this case the y radius here, y, and the x radius, it's a major axis. So the definition, like major axis has a major length. In this case the x radius has a major length, and the minor axis has a minor length. In this case, the y-axis. There are vertices, which are the endpoints of the major axis. So in this case, as the major axis are located in the x-axis, so this is an endpoint, this is another endpoint. This is a vertex, another vertex, and the plural is vertices. And the center where both axes intersect. In this case, it's center. So the center is 0, 0. Like this. And now drawing an ellipse. So it can be horizontal or vertical. In this case, it's called horizontal because it has a major axis. And it's the red line, it's represented by the red line here. This is the major axis as it has the major length. And also the minor axis. In this case, it's the vertical, it's the purple line here. Then it's center, vertex, and vertex. And now the vertical. Vertical has the major axis. In this case, the red line here is a major because it has a major length. So it's called major axis. And the vertical axis is the purple one. And it's also centered. Now the equation. So the equation is in the form x squared over a squared plus y squared over b squared equal 1. So let's use the example. So in this example, the major axis is drawn on the x-axis, here major axis, and the minor axis is drawn on the x-axis. So in the equation there's going to be the variable b and variable a. So variable b is always going to be in the y radius. So here, in this case, it has a minor axis. It's a minor axis because he has the smaller length. Sorry. And the other one, a, it's always going to be in x radius. And so it's in this one. So it's the distance. So it's basically the distance from the center to the endpoint here, to the vertex. And here from the center, another endpoint. So, equation of an ellipse center at the origin. So this is kind of an example. So let's sketch ellipses on x squared over 25 plus y squared over 4 equals 1. So we know that the center is 0, 0, as it says that it's centered at the origin. So the origin is this point here. So we know there's going to be 0, 0. So we know that the center is going to be 0, 0. Now the x radius, it's a. So here we know that this variable is a, and this is a squared. So a squared equals 25. So that a equals 5. Now we have y radius, which is b here, b squared. So b squared equals 4 and so that b equals 2. So now let's put these numbers over our thing. So here. So we have 5 as in the x radius. So we have the center. So this is the center. So as a is 5, we're going to count, is it 5, it's a distance. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here it's going to be 5. Same with 2. The b in y radius. 2 here and another 2 here. So this is gonna be our ellipse in this example. Oops. So where the major axis it's in the x-axis and the minor axis in the y-axis, because it has a minor length and the major length. So this is our example here. So now we also have ellipses continued, where the center. So the ellipse is not gonna be center. So the ellipse is never gonna be in 0, 0. So the center is gonna be where major and minor axis intersect, which is we're gonna call this h and k in our form. So here we see that it's never gonna be here. It's never gonna be in the center. So we're gonna be drawn somewhere else. But it's also gonna have a major axis and minor axis, with B in the y-axis and A in the x-axis. So this is ellipses continued form. So it's similar to the other one, as we have A and B, where it's the x-axis, B in the y-axis. So we're gonna have x minus h squared and y minus k power to the 2 equals 1. So yeah, A is gonna be x radius, B y radius, and this is gonna be the center. So the center of our ellipse here, we're gonna plug into here. Those numbers we're gonna plug here. Let's see an example. So equation of an ellipse not centered at the origin. So let's sketch the ellipse in this form here. So we have 4 as an y-axis in A. So we have the center. So our center is gonna be -8 and -2, and we can see that from here. So as h and k are gonna be our center, see here 8 and 2. And always we're gonna get the opposite sign. So here 8 is positive, here 2 is positive. So our center is gonna be negative. Here -8 and -2. So we have an x radius. Here it's A. A squared is equal 4. So A equals 2. Plus here 25. We know that this is our B variable. So our y radius. So B squared equals 25. Where B equals 5. So we need to sketch this ellipse now. So let's begin by our center here, -8 and -2. -8 we're gonna count here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 here, and 2 here, 1, 2. So this is gonna be our center. So like we even see that it's not gonna be center, so we know that it's an ellipse continued. So this is gonna be our center. And now let's get our x radius. A equals 2. So let's see, A equals 2. So 1, 2 here. This is gonna be one endpoint. The other one, 1, 2. This is gonna be another endpoint. Now y radius, B equals 5. It has a major length. So we see that this is gonna be our major axis. So just invert this. Vertex together, each one of these are vertex. So just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is gonna be another vertex. This is gonna be the other vertex. So let's sketch our ellipses. So this is gonna be the form where the x-axis is gonna be the minor axis, and this one the major axis. It has a major length. So it has a major length here. And this is the minor length, so minor axis. So this is our sketched ellipses. We're done with the exercise, but like here, H and K, it's very important that you need to get the opposite sign. So here it's 8, here it's going to be -8, and here it's going to be -2. So you guys need to keep this in mind. And always when you write the ellipses, like, identify the point. So here, -8 and -7, -6 and -2, -8 and -3 and -10 and -2. So this is gonna be our endpoint. These are the points that all together form our ellipse, so that we can sketch our ellipse precisely. Yeah, so that's all we're gonna talk about it today. Thanks for watching.